students, standard 6 English medium. In the last video we were busy with estimation up to the nearest tens. Today we are going to learn about the estimation to the nearest hundreds. Now how to do it? Let's understand with the help of some examples. 3723. Now here we have to check especially the digit in the tens place. We will take two examples together, so in the comparison you will understand better. 5687. So here we will see that in this first number, the digit in the tens place is 2 and here it is 8. Now there is two possibilities that we have to think when you do the estimation. Now the tens digit you have to watch that if it is less than 5 or 5 or more than 5. There are two possibilities. First, here you will see that it is less than 5, here it is more than 5. So we will understand both parallelly, then it is easier for you to understand. So now when the tens place, digit in the tens place is less than 5, what we have to do? We have to put zeros on tens and units place and keep digit others as it is. You don't have to change the digits in the hundreds or thousands or whatever is there. So it will be, here you can see that here 2, 3 will be 0, 0 and we don't have to touch other. So the estimation of 3723 up to the nearest hundreds is 3700. Now this side, here you see that when it is 5 or more than 5, that time also what we have to do? That last two digit will be again 0 also, but at that time we have to add 1. Add 1 in digit of hundreds place and put 0 on units and tens place. So here you will see that the number in the tens place is 8, which is more than 5. So what will we do? Last two digit will be 0 and you have to add 1 here in the hundreds place. What is there here? 6. You have to add 1. So it will be 5700. We will take some more example to understand quickly. Like 9587. Here you will see that again it is 8, then it will be 0, 0 you have to add 1, so it will be 96. 3112. So here it is less than 5, so nothing to do, last two digit only 0, other we don't have to touch. Similarly 7653. So here 5 or more than 5, it means we have to take 2 zeros and add 1 in the hundreds place, so it will be 7700. So now if it is any number, then just you have to take last two digit, especially the tens place, and check whether it is 5 or more than 5 or less than 5. And according to that, either put both 0, don't touch if it is less than 5, and if it is 5 or more than 5, just add 1 in the hundreds place. Now we can move one step ahead, that estimating to the nearest thousands now. In place of 100, now we move to the 1000. Nearest thousands. So now here also you have to check two possibilities. 3,700, or you can say 53,729, 32,557, 96,237. Now here we have to check the last three digits, especially the digit in the hundreds place, and apply the same theory. But in place of tens, we have to check hundreds place. So hundreds place, if it is 5 or less than 5, then we will put 1, 2, 3 all zeros. But here it is more than 5. When it is more than 5, then what we will do? We have to put 1, 2 and 3 zeros. And add 1 in the thousand place. Means here it will be 54,000. Why? Because the hundreds place, the digit in the hundreds place is more than 5. So if it is 5 or more than 5, last 3 digits will be 0. Last 3 digits will be 0. Tens, units and hundreds, all place will be 0. And others, we have to add 1 here. Here also same thing. Now, take this one, that one also here 5, so we have to add 1. So 0, 0, 0, and 32 plus 1 will be 33. Here you can see that it is less than 5. So nothing to do, only last 3 digit will be 0 and 96 will be as it is. So if you understand tens, automatically you will understand the rounding up to nearest hundreds are also very, very easy, and so on. Now this estimation, as I already explained you, then it is useful sometimes to do the sums. Now sometimes when we doing the estimation and addition or subtraction, it is not specially rules that you have to turn them either into the tens place only, or you have to estimate up to hundreds place only, or thousands only. It depends on the situation. If numbers are very, very big, then you can't estimate up to nearest tens. Or if it is too small, you can't compare them by estimating nearest 1,000 or 10,000. So according to the situation, so there is not actually rule. Here it is written that there are no rigid rules when you want to estimate the outcomes of numbers. The procedure depends on the degree of accuracy required and how quickly the estimate is needed. The most important thing is how sensible the guessed answer would be. It means that there is not rigid rules that you have to estimate up to tens, only the hundreds. It depends on the situation. Let's take some example. Estimate. They are given that 5,290 plus 17,986. Now you will see that which is the bigger number here. 17,986 is bigger than 5,290. Now it means that we can round up to 1,000 here, because they are both are in the thousands. So it is not nice to get it at 10,000, because it is less than 10,000 also. Tens will be very less. So here we will round up both the numbers up to the thousands. So we will round off to thousands. So what will be 5290 will be very easy now, because this thousands, then we have to take the hundreds. It is less than 5, so it will be 5000. And that is, look here, the digit is 9. So 17,986. So it is more than 5. So we have to add 1. So it will be 18,000. So now we have to add 5,000 plus 18,000. So it will be 23,000. So we have to compare, we have to check that which is the comfortable for you, and which the answer is will be nearest to the real answer, and that is the motto or the estimation. So it is easier now that how do we do. Sometimes, like, look here, 5,673 and minus 436. Now here, if you estimate 2000, is it right? Because here the number is not even 500. So the estimation will be 0 here. So in this situation, we can't round up. So you have to think about it, that what can I do? So here you can take the nearest to 100, up to nearest 100, and then you can do the subtraction. So they will only tell you that estimate the sum. So you have to think that either I can take the hundreds up to nearest 1000 or 100,000 tens, whatever is better, that you have to do the meaning. Similarly, while doing the multiplication also, you have to do the same thing. Like 81 multiplied by 479. 81 multiplied by 479. So now, what will we do here? So, you can see that you have to do the estimation according that you can do it by the thousands. If you do the thousands, then it will not possible. So, you have to take either to the hundreds, then your answer will be nearest to the real value. Because estimation is for the, if you don't want the perfect answer, estimation when it is useful, that when you need not a perfect answer, but the nearest answer. So you have to think that here it is hundreds place will be the better, then 81 will be 100, multiplied by 479 will be 500. So estimation will be like that. So when you do the products or addition or subtraction, just keep in the mind that what would be the best way to estimate, and then do the required thing, which plus or minus or product or whatever is there. So this will make your multiplication easier. We will take some example. Exercise 1.3. Estimate each of the following using general. General rule means, as I told you, it is not perfect that you have to take tens only or hundreds only. It will depends on the situation. First is 730 plus 998. So obviously you have to round up to nearest 100 only. If you do the 1000, then it will be not so. So you can use hundreds here. Then it will be here 730 will be 700. And this will be 1000. So your estimation is very, very simple. So here you can do yourself also the other sums also. Very, very simple is this one. And you can do the other sums also. Now we will learn about using the brackets. Because sometimes those brackets are very, very useful. So now we will take the use of the brackets. Because when we use the brackets, we have to give priority to the all the whatever is operation done in the bracket. So brackets are very useful to denote that you need to do that one particular operation first. And then suppose it is like 7 plus 6 multiplied by 10 plus 7 multiplied by 10. So now if you do that and if you don't do the brackets, then sometimes there is chances of making mistake. So if you use that bracket, because sometimes when you are confused, then if you by mistake do that first 10 plus 7, then your answer will be very wrong. If you use the bracket, it means that you have to do the bracket for 6 times 60 and 7 times 70. So 60 plus 70, then it will be very useful for it, and so on. So if you get confused, so better that we have to use the brackets, and brackets will make you more comfortable. So the sum is like that, it is like that also. 10 multiplied by 6 plus 7. Now if you use the distributive law, you can write down 10 multiplied by 6 plus 10 multiplied by 7. And if you by mistake, you do that one plus 10 multiplied by 6 plus 10, 16 multiplied by 7, then your wrong answer will be there if you don't use bracket. So rather you write down like that, 10 multiplied by 6, make a bracket, plus 10 multiplied by 7, make a bracket. Then you know that bracket is the first priority. Whenever in the sum, when there is a bracket, so you have to simplify that bracket only first. Similarly, when you expand the bracket means what? When you expand the bracket means you open the bracket, and that time sometimes there is a confusion. So be careful while expanding bracket also, especially when there is a negative sign also. So when there is expanding bracket, like we did in the previous one, 7 multiplied by 109. Now 109 you can write down as 7 multiplied by 100 plus 9. So here also when you expand the bracket, means you have to multiply 7 with the 100, and so that time also be careful to make the other bracket, so that it will be easy for you, and then it is very simple. But when there is a negative number also, that it is not useful in this, but when you go to the higher standard, that like -7 multiplied by 3 plus 5. So when there is a minus sign, that sign also will be changed, means -7 multiplied by 3, and it will be -7 multiplied, because the negative sign will change the sign in the bracket, but that will be you have to learn in the other standards. So now the using the bracket is improve your ability to do the sum faster, and there is less chances of making the mistakes. So here it is the finish of this today's video. In the next video we will learn about the Roman numerals, and then our chapter will be finished. Thank you. If there is any mistakes, any confusions, you can write down in the comments.